Hey guys, what's up? So it's time for me to get a little bit personal, more so than I have been in my previous videos, I guess. But I get pretty familiar with people. So if you follow me on Tumblr or Twitter, you may have noticed that I changed my name in my bios, and that is because I am using a different gender identity now. Um, I don't have a party popper, but if I did, I would. Uh, I am identifying currently as genderqueer. I what that means is somebody who doesn't conform. I should probably find a dictionary definition of this. Give me a sec. I'm back. I found the dictionary definition. Alright, so genderqueer. Denoting or relating to a person who does not subscribe to conventional gender distinctions but identifies with neither, both, or a combination of male and female genders. So, gonna break that down for how I interpret it and how I am identifying. Basically, for me, it means that I was raised a female my entire life, and I like a lot of very feminine, like traditionally girly things. Uh, but I also I also feel like I also feel very masculine. Um, which is hard to explain, but basically, boy girl, I'm somewhere in the middle. And I did mention this I think in a previous video, but this is like an official coming out because I kind of glanced over it in the video before, but I didn't really like in my WTF his gender. I'll link to it at the end of this. Um, I mentioned it, but I didn't really like talk about it at all. So this is me actually coming out, and this is me actually announcing it to everyone because I started telling my friends I changed my name and pronouns, and I've told my family and that kind of thing. Um, so this is me officially doing it. The way I kind of figured this out was back in, I'm gonna say November, October, November. I think probably like October. I uh, I realized that there was something off about the way I identified and the way I felt about my personal self and the way I felt in my body. Um, I was I was in my journalism class, and the way my journalism class is set up is it's rows of computers, and I was walking in between rows of computers, and I was wearing a green flannel, the jeans I'm wearing right now actually, which are like mom jeans kind of thing. You can't really see them. That was a bad example. But these jeans, um, and I had my hair tied back, and I was wearing Converse. So I felt like very strong, which is weird. But I felt very strong, and I was walking and looking down at the ground, and I tripped, and I caught myself. And when I stood back up, I continued walking, and then suddenly I looked down. I looked down at myself. I looked down, and I was like, "Huh." Like I feel super dude-like. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but I was like, I feel very, very masculine right now. Like I feel like this is whatever conforming to gender roles or whatever, but like I feel like I should go grill steaks, which sounds dumb, but that's what it was really. And I was like, am I trans? And I was like, no, no, I definitely am not a boy. I was like, that's not right. Like, what is it? What is it then if I'm not trans, then what am I? Started thinking about it and I asked around on websites and I did a lot of research and I was like, I'm I'm not a girl or a boy. I am me. I am genderqueer. And I was like, okay, like that's a new thing. And I started dressing more masculinely, but I didn't, school kind of got in the way and other things kind of got in the way, and I didn't really think about it too much. But I didn't really think about it too much because I was kind of like, I was fine. I was like, I told my really good friend Ben, and he was super supportive. And I was like, this is cool. Okay, I told this one person. I think that's okay. I don't really need it to be a big thing. And I was good for a while. I started dressing more masculinely every once in a while, and I started dressing femininely on some days. Whatever. And then what month is it? It's May now. Back in like March or April. Back in like April, it kind of came up again. I'm not really sure how. I can't remember. But it came up again and I started thinking about how it was important to me. It was really important to me that I wanted other people to know. I wanted other people to see me. I wanted to be seen as me. So I was like, I should tell people about this. I should come out. So I was like, I can cut my hair and I can dress more masculinely and whatnot. And so I wanted to wait until I cut my hair to change my pronouns and name because I was like, people won't see me that way unless I cut my hair. But my parents were like, you're not cutting your hair because they didn't really understand why it was important to me. They were like, you're not cutting your hair. It's not gonna happen. So I was like, you know what? It's making me miserable. If I don't tell people, it's gonna drive me insane. So one day, my friend and I were like, um, we were talking, and I was just like, you know what? I'm genderqueer, and I started, talking about it with my friends, and I was like, guys, like, I am gonna wait to change my pronouns and name, so you don't have to worry about it. But it was driving me insane. So I was like, you know what? I need a name. I need a name. And I was like, what could be a cool name? So I was like, Riley, and I'll make another video that'll go up sometime soon about that. Trust me. Yeah, anyway, so I was like, Riley. I'm Riley. That's me. That is me. So I started telling people, I started telling my friends, and then I was like, I need to tell my parents. Um, I need to. But I was really terrified that they would react badly or that my mom would react badly. Um, I don't really know why. My mom's a very accepting person, but I was very scared. And I told my friends, and my friends were okay with it. Well, that makes it sound bad. They were really like they were super supportive, and teachers that I told at school were supportive, and everybody's been very supportive. But the few people whose support I didn't have, who I really wanted support from, was my family. So I told my mom, and it was kind of a mixed reaction. It's hard to explain. She didn't outright tell me that was wrong. She never really said that actually. Um, but yeah, that it went surprisingly well. Um, which is good. So I told her, and I was like, okay, good. This is good. I can tell more people. So then I made a Facebook post, and I was like, guys, name and pronouns. If you have questions, let me know. So then that's it. That is my story. That is how it has happened. That is me now. I am Riley. Nice to meet you. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna change my channel name or whatever. I might. Who knows? Few things about Riley. Number one, I have much better fashion taste. Riley. I'm gonna stop talking about myself in the third person. Um, but that's truly how it feels. It feels like there's a third person. Um, I have much better fashion sense as Riley. Like way better fashion sense. I wore like gross clothing. Cause I was unhappy a lot of the time, so I just didn't really care what I was putting on my body. But now, like as Riley, I'm so much more careful about what I wear, and I'm like, damn, I look good. Um, Second thing, I am identifying as polysexual now rather than bisexual as I was before, just as I had in the past, just because I think it it better explains me, and that polysexual basically just means that I'm a person of non-conforming gender who is attracted to cis males, cis females, and people. Just people, basically. That's how I like to think of it. So those are the two big important things. And, thank you for taking the time to watch this. Comment below if you're experiencing anything similar. Like it, please. Subscribe. Share with your friends who are going through a similar thing, because if one person sees this and realizes that they're not alone, I know there are a million coming out videos on YouTube, but if one person sees this and can relate to something in it, like, the whole point of this project channel thing will have been achieved. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, check out my channel. Bye. Thank you. Riley. Out.